For those of you who love this song, you are going to love this movie. Happy Chick Flick Friday, lovelies. Mwah! It's our last week together. I'm gonna miss you so much. Be strong, ladies. Be strong. Once again, we are on Peacock watching the movie Polite Society because I love me some feminine shenanigans, okay? I support women's rights and some women's wrongs. This movie is a love letter to action movies. I mean, come on, the storytelling, the emotional journey, the random genre switch halfway through. It's a captivating spectacle for the ages, honey. Now let's get into it. So the story starts with these two young ladies, clearly on a parallel journey. Rhea and Lena Khan are two sisters in need of something. Rhea's sole life goal is to be a stunt woman, but Lena is an insecure artist struggling a little bit with her self-image. She's not like you and me, Diva. She needs a lot of building up her confidence. But irregardless of their circumstances, they're sisters. They are always in each other's corner, being super feminist and even correcting their mother when she's a little bit misogynistic, okay? You better go, girl. But y'all know no matter how much power you might possess in your ovaries, here comes another woman ready to use hers for evil. There's another woman lurking in the distance. Enter the Shahs, Rahila and her son Salim, the big-time baby genetics doctor advocating for the health and well-being of pregnant women and their babies. I don't trust a male gynecologist. Rahila shows signs very early on of being clever, literally handling her sunspin like the sun shines out of his behind and she controls the worship service. She got him set up at this Eid soiree like a big old harem. It's weird. Salim and Lena get to talking during the Eid soiree where all the eligible ladies in the community are happily throwing themselves at him. Rhea, however, my suspicious queen, knows something's a little strange. There's mischief afoot and she simply will not stand for it. Unfortunately, things move along rather quickly for the young couple, with them popping up engaged within a month of them dating. And Salim is ready to whisk Lena away to Singapore immediately after the wedding to begin working on his new lab, while she abandons her artist dreams and readies to become a wife and mother for some freaking reason. I mean, I have a mother and I still don't see the appeal of motherhood. I'm sorry. However, my sister, your sister, our sister is obviously unhappy with this arrangement, okay? This series of unfortunate events has her stressed. So she enlists the help of her best friends and even her school Billy to break up their relationship. Right about here is where we go from action comedy to sci-fi drama. My jaw hits the floor. Girl, why did Rahila try and threaten Rhea into submission with the most unrelaxing spy date I have ever seen in my life? The girl has to fight these three heifers nearly to the death and jump out a window to run home across town in a robe. Please, she's just a girl! Mind you, the entire time, Rahila is positioning herself as the most girl's girl ever to exist. She's giving Lena iron pills after she surprised gets her period. She's telling Celine that women shouldn't have to hide their bodies when he don't want to talk about said period incident over the breakfast table. And she's even talking about how behind every great man is a very tired mother because she's been sacrificing behind the scenes to build him up. Meanwhile, at the end of the day, this capital H heifer is a hashtag boy mom final boss. And I'm gonna let you find out how, because when you find out what I find out, when I find out what you find out, you'll be finding out together and we're gonna be pissed. Imagine if the Barbie movie had an evil twin sister. This is also a commentary on feminism and how some women may think they're fighting patriarchy but are actually just wielding it against their fellow women like a sword. Meanwhile, the actual men get to do whatever they want and reap everybody's benefits with very little cost to their own lives. Overall, I gave it an 8 out of 10. Nina Manzoor clearly has a very deep appreciation for storytelling and the action scenes are so cinematic. But there are a few typical action movie elements that fell a little flat for me. I think the villain's backstory wasn't really detailed enough. I was watching the whole speech and I was like, okay, what they got to do with this though? I think the conspiracy should have been fleshed out a little bit more because her whole argument falls apart with a single question, but that might have been the point, you know, that there is no real gain in upholding the patriarchy as a woman since you just end up becoming part of the problem that made you mad in the first place. Also, I would have liked an expansion of the conspiracy because all these flying monkeys kind of come out of literally nowhere. They don't really add anything to the story either. They just kind of provide a reason for everybody to be running through the house. So if that's their only job, they did great because I was scared. Anyway, as per usual, you can find this over on Peacock, where I pretty much always am for some reason. Text in the comments and let me know what your favorite chick flick is. Mine is actually Sucker Punch, another movie with fighting baddies, except this time they're in an insane asylum / burlesque club, but I think it's a cover this month. Anyway, bye bye, happy watching. Mwah.